setup within the Maokai on and Rel in this game one. So Invincible, just lock into K'Sante, although you should be slightly losing up against the Renekton in that early game. As long as you get that Thornmail online, the laning phase and the team fights would be relatively K'Sante favored. But now the team compositions have been locked in, BLG having the opportunity.
Exactly, and they have Angel coming around, but Yagao has already found a flank. He takes about half his health, but Joel goes in. That's a big engage. They got the charm down too, but they don't have the damage to follow it up just yet. Photic is finally here, but here comes Angel to try to shut down Shun. They do get back and forth, but First Blood had gone over to Elk, and that's actually pretty big. He's got red and white now too. He's trying to reset. No, you overextended, Photic. The hammer doesn't come down fast enough as he's able to flash, but this should be a chase down. Shadow wants it. Shadow's going back in. He just needs a kill. He can't get it, and it's a wipe as BLG steam ahead.
BLG using the tempo from that previous dragon fight and resetting perfectly.
On wants it. Magnet Storm in, and Elk's got the guns for it. The Calibrum comes out, so he's got the distance, and there you go. Sniper shot for Elk gets the kill. A wide Enchanted Crystal right there. The first and foremost decision-making power that he has on this champion, but also just the instinct.
That is going to be double summoner's burn from Elk, though, as Photic walks away with his own.
Oh, the flash comes through, and Elk is just gone. A shutdown goes straight to Photic.
It's going to be key.
So that will just be the Dragon take it even with a little bit of a scare there, as BLG want to go in on the engage after they're moving out. And Shadow, you're just dead, as they pick out the jungler after the objective were picked out as well.
And it's so scary knowing the fact that Yago is letting these blind shock blasts onto Dro consistently, with Bin just feasting on this tower. But
Yum,
that's
yum, 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 yum,
tier one. Yum, yum, yum.
Explodes to almost 5,000. We do see a 1v1 at the top side. Let's see whose noodles are a little bit softer than the other. The pool noodle fight continues as NIP. No, you're not allowed to do this. They are having fun in the pool. You're not allowed to intervene. Man, somebody tell them. All right, okay. But NIP do get a kill back, and it is a shutdown going over. So maybe not as much of a pool noodle fight as they wanted.
Look, I'm sure Bin
So Elk uses Gale Force to try to get a grab into Brock onto Photic, but just gives them the thumbs up. Oh my goodness,
Good
maybe
flash.
need a thumbs up from Yagao. Are you okay, man? As Shadow picks him out of the side lane, and they do want some fisticuffs here as another accelerated shock blast connects. Shadow tries to go in, can't get it. Shun connects, and that's also set if you never have a chance. As On looking for it, but gets caught out before he can. Spirit Rush from Angel's actually pretty big, but they can't get anybody as Elk just guns down Invincible. Angel still on the side, still has the Spirit Rush. Photic has finally joined and might be able to shred down Ben. Photic gets one, but they re-engage, and Elk's damage from the Inferno is so big. And BLG chasing down Photic. He's left out as lonesome by his team. And now they're just getting picked apart one by one.
that fight's so slow and played around Elk as well. Who's collecting these two final kills?
No. Elk is taken out in the end by Shadow, but it'll be a quick turnaround for Yagao to come join. And he should get his third kill of the game.
All right, well, I just said BLG's so good and Elk died.
Baron is being melted right now by BLG.
Angel has the flash available, though. No cleanse on Elk.
That wild growth was actually so big with the Nature's Grasp, as Joel not gonna have any health to speak of, as the Unbreakable will not save him today. BLG go right back. I would love to get a replay of that fight, because that Nature's Grasp was actually so big to counter what NIP were trying to do. But speaking of, I don't think they can counter this Baron unless Shadow wants to fight for it. There goes the purple capes onto BLG's white jerseys, and you do still have BLG chasing down the rest of
By
it.
himself in the mid lane. He has no right whatsoever walking up, especially when On has that flash available. We need to keep our eyes out for this Rel, because he's going to find some nasty angles onto NIP.
Bin, he just hit 3/4 of the turret's health without even wanting to, without even trying, and the tower's just gone in the end of that. Dragon is up, but it's not something BLG need to play for. They have a minute till this Baron buff goes down, and they have all the strength in the world.
And Angel doesn't have the flash available. He has to look his hand on
Oh,
Yago.
he tries to go for it. Look at the counter from On, though. It's so big. He's in the wrong side of the wall, though, as it's Angel already picked out on the side. Elk is trying to get him down. Beautiful connection there, as Shun will be way to him, way too deep. He gets a nice little Bramble Smash there, buys a lot of time, as Elk and Yagao have been farming the wave, and it was the tower that was going down to them. And the rest of the team to bin. So that means BLG get the inhib. They do lose 2.
This Jace is a huge problem for NIP to deal with. They don't have the range, especially with Yaga sitting on 3 items with the Serelda's finished off as well. That's where you really...
Dragon to speak, and they're pushing down top lane. Maybe a catch out on a Ben, though. As he does have dominance, he'll be able to survive a decent amount of time, and BLG are on their way. They want to come save him. Invincible is trying to get the kills here before anything else can happen, but Zhuo gets caught out here a little bit as Angel is in some trouble too. They're trying to pick out that combo of On and Elk, but Elk is fighting back. He's got a little bit of mad Elk disease, but he goes down in the end as Photic is still alive, but ends up dying to a smite, I believe, or a sapling of Shun. And this is just wonderful chaos that BLG have opted into. They are not getting out of this one alive, but Shun might find more as he gets 1 kill back. He's got the Bramble Smash. The saplings are doing work. He has got some AP, and he's making it work. My Go Jungler! Can he make it happen? No! Maokai is not strong enough, my friend. As
NIP is going to find in this game as Bin gets initially called out 1v3 in the top.
Can't do it. Don't have the confidence here in game number 1, but they will have the confidence to go for that dragon trade. So this will be soul point for them and their first mountain dragon of the game. And BLG on the other side get a Baron, which should end up in a lot already fallen top side. NIP struggling to find that answer right now, but you see they're looking. As speaking of looking, Elk, you look and you miss it. He just got that kill on a Photic like it was nothing. And now NIP, desperate to find any answers, are grasping at straws, but the straws are crumbling in their hands. There's nothing left in game number 1 for them to hold on to. As NIP were dusted from the start, BLG will smash them down.
Name a more iconic duo. LPL 80 carries and one-shotting with the Gale Force available on Affiliates. Photic deleted out of existence. But this game was always BLG's one to take, and they clean it off with style.
Again for Invincible.
I'm so lucky to be born in a timeline where I get to witness your goats to Leo once again for this Game 2 draft. And Gwen gets locked in as the final counter pick into this Cassante. No one's surprised. Bin is mad and he's out for revenge in this matchup. But
Feels like has been really fun to watch. Ooh, speaking of fun to watch, though, Photic, we said he was safe, but I don't think you're safe against this. You've got to go the wrong way. As Elk's just getting one-on-one by Dwo, and the kill should go over. The Blade Caller's pretty huge, and Photic buys so much time. It's On who gets the kill, and On who saves Elk's life, as they should move forward now. He's got the lethal.
I think Shadow took Shun's red buff. I'm not too sure. Flash from On. Can he kill off Dwo here?
Do they have a horse spear? I guess we're about to find out. On takes way too much damage. He gets 2 kills out of the lane. Dwo gets the kill back. My goodness.
And starting up this dragon where Shadow, he can look to fight this.
He's got move from Angel in the mid lane. We do have level 6s available as Yagao could block off a major portion of this. He's going to cast that Weaver's Wall. Shadow's already in the thick of things here. And you got to get out with that flash, but it's not enough. Maybe you get the turnaround on On as Ben is on his way. On goes down to Photic. You get the pull in, but Yagao goes out as well. And NIP are actually fighting him. The fisticuffs have been drawn, but Ben, he snips one back. We'll see the dragon now reset, but retargeted by NIP as Ben is just left out. And this is NIP roaring back to life after game number 1.
And the value that Shadow got out of this Poppy pick in that fight in particular. You have to consider the fact that they have to also close this game out relatively early because Ben on this Gwen, he's a little bit caught out here.
He is. He has the needlework, though. I think NIP, with that Keeper's Verdict, are going to be able to get out of this one. But On goes for a preemptive engage while he just left Yagao there. Yagao just gets burned out by Photic. It is a bit of a trade back and forth. Yagao, a little bit of an overextension there, but they can't kill the tower.
Oh my, Jordan died.
They literally couldn't kill the tower. Invincible. Here they go as the first shots ring out. Will he be invincible or will he not? It looks like he's not. All Out comes through. He gets one back. He gets one back. Oh! He's looking for Elk, but Elk gets the killer instinct onto the other side. That's a big trade back, though, for Invincible. This will be second dragon to NIP.
Relatively decent start for the NIP roster. We have Angel and Shadow linking up really well to avoid the Poppy engage. But Yaga, is he going to look for a flank here?
He could. He's got the Weaver's Wall. He's pulling the trigger, and so are BLG. They got the TP, though, back in, and Invincible finally joins the fight as On is just left as a sacrificial lamb, or maybe sacrificial rail horse at this point. The Rift
This Rel is just getting played with by Angel on this Ari, consistently dashing out of the zone.
Oh, they're going to TP. NIP, I don't think you want this one, as there's the cease and desist, and you may not move, but neither should, as it's actually a little bit of a fight back. Angel's getting resets here, and Elk doesn't really have the damage. Ben wants to step up. Angel is the one stepping up, but he gets stepped down into the dirt by Yagao, and Elk is now the one that you have to watch out for.
So it's going to be a bit scary walking into here. They have to look for a pick.
If that pick does come up. Oh, got a little bit of engage from On. Oh, he gets verdict right out of there, but Invincible's already gone. I don't even know how that happened. Usually it goes the other way around. But in the end, it is BLG with On an incredible flank from that Keeper's Verdict. Just gets burned down by Angel. It is another trade back, though. 2 members down for NIP, meaning this Dragon is all BLG's. And they were contesting a gold lead this entire time. Now BLG
just got straight up one shot in that team fight.
Oh, Yagao try to catch Angel out here. The cease and desist into all of the CC. And that's Shun who picks up the kill. So a big catch out on the back end of those. Pretty much like NIP have said to Photic and Angel, that's about all the food you're going to get.
Topside vision to allow Bin to look for a flank angle onto Photic and Angel is incredibly scary. Duo.
They just go into Dwo. Okay, well, Ben was on the flank. That's what pulled this all off. And you think you're tanky, but you're not. And a nice knockback from Yagao. Or as you said,
hovering the carries, but Dwo oversteps in the mid lane and they find the pick they needed.
They're burning it so bad, but Yagao's coming around the angle. Invincible already about half health. He hasn't even used the all out yet. There's the engage though. They actually find Yagao. Yagao gets picked as BLG are forcing the Baron here. Angels around the side. Can it be enough? They are just taking the fight now. The Baron goes their way, and Ben has already found one. And no, that's a big blade caller set up, but it was the Featherstorm that got the kill. And no, Angel just steps up into his death. I'm surprised. And now Elk, he's looking for it, but Dwo buys a little bit time. Pick off On before he goes down. The flash, the stun, the CC, and Elk finishes him off.
The style from this support of BLG is just through the roof. He was 1 HP. Photic had the feather callback as well, but he just uses the stopwatch.
In game number 1, and here in game 2, the Rel's looking just as damn good as Shun gets the kill already on Dwo. This does mean that Keeper's Verdict
before Bin makes that first rotation with his first move.
See more towers fall as Yagao try to split Photic off. Get something back for NIP. That crown actually blocked so much damage there, and the tower still falls in the end while Bin is What did NIP have? Actually see them be able to defend this tower. It's literally a standoff. Shadow goes ahead with the engage, does get the combo, but Ben, he was waiting behind the whole time. He's looking for the big needleworks, and here comes Yagao. That's a nice little bit of tempo, though, for NIP, but is it going to be enough? Invincible is blocking up a storm, but Shadow's getting oh so low. And BLG, they're just going under tower. They've overextended. As Ben has so cold that he's going to start tanking up here as he goes with another kill. He's under turret. He don't even care as BLG take the mid tower. They're looking at the inhib, but they need to get out of dodge as objectives are spawning soon, and they need to get the resets.
This Gwen,
he really wants Photic. He's like, I'm coming for you, man. Or he just turns on whoever fights him, as Dwo is the one that gets the scissors. And his head is gone, but so is Shadow's. A second! And Ben, who let this man run around with scissors? I've always heard you're not supposed to do that! As he's almost going down here, Invincible trying to block him up, but the cease and desist is going to go golden out of Angel. It's still another one, and Invincible will also get the scissors!
You called him a Zelda game is not game at 30. Photic can't clear the way fast enough.
I don't know if they can do it. Oh my goodness. They're trying to end it. They know what's inside. They're trying to put the components together. You got to remember how much gold you need in your pockets to buy a Guardian Angel, because Billy Gaming, they're going gonna solidify themselves here unless Shadow has something to say about it. But his death rings true in a top 2 finish in the eyes of BLG and a Guardian Angel in the summer playoffs.
11-2. The scoreline of Bin on this Gwen. Just never give this guy this champion. 100% win rate continues as well. I mean, BLG, although given a scrappy start to the start of game 2,